Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And here's the chance to counter.
That was lovely, that.
That's good running with the ball. Parla. Chance, surely! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tries to pass it through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Turns back here, probably the best option. And this is Neymar. Upamecano. Can he spark a counter here?
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Japan are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Upamecano. Rashford. And it's McAllister. Beckenbauer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance to shoot! And that has fair fizzed. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Threads one in. Ball looks a good one. Oh, that's neat. Gets into some space. A corner it is then. Irwin plays it short. Very nicely done. Backward it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't squeeze it through. Elise.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Goes for a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. It's a promising position. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now this could be a chance. This looks promising. Rummenigge! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. It's Asa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Olise. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Rashford. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Hakimi hangs in a terrific header. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Irwin. And that's a throw-in. Beckenbauer. Over to the left. Now it's Rashford. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Could try cutting inside here. Nicely shaped cross. Another chance from a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. That's good play. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And now they can spring out of defence.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Ball is over the line. Upamecano and Azar. And he welcomes it in. Parla. Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. That is some save from Khan! Rummenigge. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Azar.
3 minutes at a time.
That looks a decent... He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Japan are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
And the game has already resumed here.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Parla. Azar, and that's really well manoeuvred. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rashford. What a throw in. Over to the other side. Irwin. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. Rummenigge, here's a big chance! And it's in! The second half sparks straight into life. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's in space and looking for options. Rashford, oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
Japan have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Stood up well to him there. Now that's well seen too. Neymar.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application.
Oh, terrible pass. Baresi. Neymar. Japan looking to pass. And the finish! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. Corner given. Goulart goes short. Now it's McAllister. Japan are looking to go forward now. Irwin. Rummenigge looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Substitution.
Neymar with the short one. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. And it's Rashford. Olise. Great defending, strong and determined.
Japan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And this is Neymar. Now that is a hefty challenge. And he can clear it away. Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. And he's had a hit. And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here. Vinicius Junior getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has been cut short. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And it's Bojan. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Substitution for Japan. Number 20, Rashford. Number 21, Olise. Number 13, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 10, Park Ji-sung. Number 19, Boyan. Number 17, Messi.
Japan making consecutive changes here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
McAllister. Number 5, Franz Beckenbauer. Coming on the field, number 2, Conte. Number 3, Robertson.
Parla will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Elects to cross. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now the cross, and the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
After 87 minutes is...
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And he's had it nicked away.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Conte. And it's Park Ji-sung. Pinches it off him. Bojan.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, super ball. Neymar plays it in. Kante can get it clear. And that's been one straight back. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hernandez crosses.
Well played and well cleared.
Park Ji-sung.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rummenigge. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem. So that's got things on the way.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so...
Rummenigge! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Flamengo finding themselves He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. A header! He will be livid with himself.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, such a clever touch. McAllister. Now it's Neymar. Good ball. Can he finish? And it's in. 2-0 and in next to no time. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Number 20, Marcus Rashford.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Neymar. Rashford. Van Dijk tries to clear. Japan look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Rashford going full tilt down the left. McAllister is onto this. Goes for a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Conte clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Neymar gets a foot in here. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Neymar. Played out to the left flank. Rashford. Oh, nice touch. And he's been shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Torres, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Torres, and Torres! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And a few accusing looks coming his way. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Rashford. McAllister for Conte. Now this could be a chance. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Olise. Rashford looking to add to his goal. And here's Neymar. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, this looks sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's good play. McAllister. He's tried one! Now that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. That is good strength. And now a sudden chance to counter.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Torres, and that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Rashford. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's McAllister. Shot a goal! Japan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Rafinha. Mbappe. Oh, that is a nice touch. Rafinha. Neymar, 2 assists to his credit already. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And it's Rashford. Rashford, this is promising. Now it's Neymar. Can he get it through? And a chance! Oh, off the bar! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Japan clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Japan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
Here we go again then. Well, played right into his path. Corner given. He rises! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Baresi. It's a really well-measured ball. Elise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's going right the way across. Now it's Rashford. Cafu.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Flamengo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Flamengo get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Knocks it into space. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Irwin goes short. Stood up well to him there. And this is Neymar. Tries to play it through. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Rashford. It's a goal kick. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly with its shapes to shoot! It's in! Flamengo are level! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's McAllister. Oh, that's superb. Rafinha. And it's Rodri. Zubimendi. And Rafinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Flamengo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's running, he's having a shot! Quality ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Torres. Mbappe has it in a wide position. They've won a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Flamengo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Crosses it in. Bullish header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
McAllister. Rashford.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Zubimendi, now looking to orchestrate a counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Showing great feet there. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Neymar. Neymar making good progress on the right-hand side. Chance for a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Japan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Olise. There will be 4 extra minutes. And it's McAllister. Now it's Neymar. Conte. Big chance! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
And no, that was never going to make it. McAllister. And it's Neymar. And it's Conte. Irwin. Now it's Neymar. For Conte. He's in a great position here. Rummenigge! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's good play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rashford picks it up out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Rashford. Oh, such a clever touch. McAllister receives it in a good position. Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. That's very neat. Irwin. Real chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Japan have their second corner now. Irwin with the short one. That is good strength. He's had a shot! Goal! Japan! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Zanetti. Zanetti made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, can he finish? Yamal.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Defending of the desperate variety. Tries to play it through. It's a searching pass. And he's there to get it away. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vardiol is there to clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, shooting chance! Batistuta. That has been slung wide. And here's DiMarco. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rashford. And here's Neymar. Rummenigge. He's having a shot! DiMarco. Chiellini. Yamal. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Japan deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more, considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Japan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. There's the start of the second half. Japan carrying a 1-goal lead. And it's Neymar. It's Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now they can clear their lines. Seedorf cuts it out. Vardiol. Forwards and with intent. And here's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Neymar is fouled. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Number 6, McAllister. Coming on the field is number
Neymar.
15, Kukcu.
And the shot! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cleared without hesitation. Japan are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's come loose. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
This looks promising. Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking for the run. Vardiol. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Neymar. Thinks about the shot. Played into the box. Baresi getting this one clear. Nicked it. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Good ball, good take. The ball swung in, cleared away. Now there's a decent chance!
Substitution for Japan, number 13, Neymar. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Messi.
Rashford clears it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Japan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Zanetti. That's good running with the ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Substitution for Japan, number 20, Rashford. Number 21, Olise. Coming on the field, number 10.
And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Bojan. Bojan Krkić going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Goes for a shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt...
And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, But if we have to find a winner now, there's...
Messi!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. And here's DiMarco. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Messi. Japan are looking to break at pace. Manchester United really will have to throw everything at this now. Threads one in. Now it's Bojan. And it's Messi. And here's Park Ji-sung. And he was alert to it. And that is as far as it goes. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could...